Premier League Fulham vs Manchester City prediction, team news, lineups preview. In control of their own destiny to qualify for the Champions League, Manchester City travel to Craven Cottage to face Fulham in their final Premier League fixture of the 2024-25 season on Sunday afternoon. The Citizens picked up all 3 points the last time they faced the Cottagers in October last year when they came out on top by a 3-2 scoreline at the Etihad Stadium. Match preview. 3 days after losing the FA Cup final for the second successive year, this time at the hands of Crystal Palace, Man City bounced back from their Wembley disappointment and secured an important 3-1 home win over Bournemouth on Tuesday night to strengthen their grip on a top 5 spot in the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne may have missed a first-half sitter in his Etihad farewell match, but the Citizens legend, soon to be honored with a statue, was given a fitting send-off ahead of his summer departure and bowed out in front of his adoring sky blue public with a victory, courtesy of goals from Omar Marmush, Bernardo Silva, and Nico Gonzalez. Pep Guardiola's men were down in 6th before claiming 3 precious points against the Cherries to help them climb up to 3rd in the Premier League table. Man City are now in the driving seat to qualify for the Champions League as they sit 2 points ahead of Newcastle United, Chelsea and Aston Villa in the 3 places directly below them. Victory against Fulham this weekend would guarantee 3rd spot for Man City, while there is a slim chance of finishing 2nd, but Arsenal are required to surprisingly lose to Southampton along with a 9-goal swing in goal difference. Should the Gunners avoid defeat, it will be just the 2nd time in 16 seasons as a top-flight manager that Guardiola has finished outside the top 2, also 3rd in 2016-17. Finishing anywhere inside the top 5 would provide Citizens supporters with some respite from a turbulent campaign without a major trophy to celebrate for the first time in 7 years. A draw would all but certainly be enough to edge themselves over the line, but a defeat at Craven Cottage could see City slip out of the top 5 and settle for Europa League qualification if other results also go against them. Man City, who boast a 9-game unbeaten run in the top flight W63, will fancy their chances of success on Sunday, as they have won each of their last 17 meetings with Fulham across all competitions, including a 4-0 win at Craven Cottage last season, the longest winning run one English League team has had against another in history. After months of harboring aspirations of qualifying for Europe for the first time since 2011-12, Fulham are unable to sneak into Conference League contention following a run of 6 defeats in their last 10 Premier League games. The Cottagers came from behind to beat West London rivals Brentford 3-2 away from home last time out, with goals from Raul Jimenez, Harry Wilson, and captain Tom Cairney helping them to break their all-time Premier League points tally for a single-season 54. Just 2 years on from winning the championship title. However, it is now mathematically impossible for Marco Silva's men to finish above 8th-placed Brighton Hove Albion, who sit 4 points above Fulham in 10th following their 3-2 win over champions Liverpool on Monday. The Cottagers will now target finishing above Brentford in 9th spot, which would represent their highest top-flight finish for 13 years. However, defeat on Sunday could see them slip to as low as 12th place if both Bournemouth and Crystal Palace win their respective final day fixtures. Fulham beat Luton Town 4-2 on the final day last season after failing to win their last league match in any of the previous 6 seasons D1L5. Coming out on top again this weekend could prove challenging as they are winless in 19 PL meetings with Man City D3L16, losing each the last 14 in a row. Their last victory against the Citizens was back in April 2009 at the Etihad Stadium under former manager Roy Hodgson. Team news. Fulham's Timothy Castaigne underwent ankle surgery earlier this month, and the defender is joined in the treatment room by Rodrigo Muniz, Harrison Reed both calf and Rice Nelson thigh. Cairney, who is out of contract in the summer and has been linked with Wrexham, may play his final game for the Cottagers after a decade at the club. The 34-year-old will be pushing to start in midfielder, potentially at the expense of Emile Smith-Rowe, while Wilson will also hope to earn a recall on either flank. Top scorer Raúl Jiménez is expected to continue up front. All 12 of the Mexican's Premier League goals this season have either put Fulham ahead 9 or drawn them level 3 in a match. While he is looking to score in 3 consecutive PL games for the third time in his career, previously doing so in November 2019 and September 2024. As for Man City, Mateo Kovacic is suspended after being sent off for a last-man foul in the midweek win over Bournemouth, while John Stones remains sidelined with a thigh injury. Both Nathan Ake and Oscar Bobb are fit and available for selection, though. Ballon d'Or winner Rodri made his long-awaited return from injury against Bournemouth, coming on as a late substitute after 8 months out with an ACL injury. The Spaniard is available for selection once again, but Guardiola has confirmed that he will not start on Sunday. Either Nico Gonzalez or Bernardo Silva could therefore take the place of Kovacic and play alongside Ilkay Gundogan in centre midfield, while De Bruyne is in line to start as captain in his 422nd and final appearance for Man City. If Bernardo is chosen to start in a deeper midfield role, then either Phil Foden, who has been struggling with an ankle issue and has been left out of the England squad, Savinho or Jeremy Doku could be recalled to start on the right flank. Fulham possible starting lineup: Leno, Tet, Anderson, Bassi, Robinson, Lukic, Berga, Wilson, Kearney, Iwobi, Jimenez. Manchester City possible starting lineup: Ederson, Nunes, Diaz, Akanji, Gvardiol, Bernardo, Gundogan, Savinho, De Bruyne, Marmish, Holland. We say, Fulham 1-3 Manchester City. The fact that Fulham are not pushing for European qualification anymore should benefit Man City. But the Cottagers must not be completely written off, as they are more than capable of pulling off an upset, with top 5 twists and turns potentially on the cards during an intriguing final day. Man City have won their final Premier League match in 9 of the last 11 seasons, though, and their impressive 17-game winning streak over Fulham will fill them with confidence. The citizens will rightly be regarded as favourites, and they should have enough to come out on top, with De Bruyne going out on a high by helping Guardiola's side qualify for the Champions League. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.